What the fuck are you doing?
Recording a YouTube video.
No. No one wants to hear that.
Am I just being stupid? Am I good enough to do this? Are my pictures even gonna be good? What if this is all just a colossal waste of time and I should have been working on something else? Am I just going to end up selling my soul as another mediocre YouTube, Instagram influencer? Maybe I'll just quit now and everybody will forget that I put out that one YouTube video that one time and we can all forget about this. Yikes. I don't think Annie's gonna be very happy with me. Spent a little too long flying the drone. Now I'm running to catch up to her. Definitely almost crashed the drone, but it got pitted straight under a wave. So psyched. So yes, I did fly my drone through a wave, but the craziest thing was that it actually survived. I mean, you probably guessed that since you're watching the videos right now, but it actually survived for a couple minutes beyond that. I was able to take a couple more videos, but then it died. It died.
This is why you can't have nice things. Your first sponsor is unhappy.
But it came back to me first, which is awesome, because now I get to show you guys, and I get to use DJI Care Refresh, which my loving girlfriend bought for me, knowing that something like this would happen. Thank you. I'll show you the rest of that video later. What is up, internet? My name is James, and in today's video, two things. Number one, what in the world is going on with this channel and why am I making cheesy videos? And number two, an update on this whole photography business. Last time we saw each other was the very beginning of this whole idea and also of the photography business. It's been a couple weeks since then, been a little busy getting ready to move. In the meantime, I did pick up a couple extra doodads, which allow me to do this. I know that the last video was a bit scatterbrained, but I did think it was pretty important before I had everything figured out, all the details and a big grand plan set out for you guys to just get started in the first place. So that's what we did. Thanks for hanging in there. And so I know I owe you guys a video from last time, which is why I'm doing this. I guess the basic idea is I want to get my what ifs out of the way and maybe help you to do the same. Allow me to get a little philosophical. I mean, life is a pretty cool thing, right? But it's also not guaranteed. So I guess I just don't want to waste the opportunity. Truth is, I'm just a little bit scared of living how somebody else thinks I should live and wasting the opportunity to pursue the things that really interest me. In a nutshell, I guess I'm scared of getting to the end, looking back, and saying, what if? I've also always wondered how the people that get to do the really cool things in life get to do them. For example, there's a famous pilot, Charles Lindbergh. Anyway, the biggest reason why I think that these people get to do the really awesome things that they do is because they just started in the first place. So right now I'm living in Hawaii. I am blessed with a lot of free time, but then there's also a lot of scary thoughts that come along with having so much free time. When you talk to people, they all say, man, I would kill to have all of that free time to just do whatever I wanted. But then when you're actually there comes a question, okay, what do I do with it? How do I spend my time in the right way, on the right thing? How do I make sure I'm not doing the wrong thing and wasting all of it when I could have been working on something else? So I wanted to give the idea of following what you love a shot, but I didn't know what at first. And so I spent the first couple of months here in Hawaii racking my brain, trying to figure out what the perfect idea would be, hoping that it would come to me in a split second of pure genius. Turns out that didn't happen. So the hope is that if I just start, the path will lead me there somehow, and I'll get to where I need to be, wherever that is. So I hope that more doing is more learning and more experiences to gain skills that will be helpful to me, not only now, but maybe in the rest of my life. So since nothing just popped into my head, I figured it was time to just pick something. I do have a little travel photography experience, and I'm also currently working as an underwater photographer on a dolphin boat at James's Frames if you want to check that out. But the best things are that it's mobile and I can start right now. So what if I did? Would I be any good at it? Would I be able to help people with it? Would I be able to make any money at it? What random connections might I make, and cool life experiences would I get that I might not have otherwise had if I was just staying home continuing to ponder what I should be doing with my life? So what if instead of just sitting at home waiting for that big idea to come, I actually went outside and got it? So here's the big idea and why I'm sharing it on YouTube. The goal is eliminate the what ifs by just starting. And I'm expecting there to be a couple what ifs in my life. So for now, it's photography, season 1, but season 2 could be something entirely different. My goal with sharing on YouTube, number 1, is to keep myself accountable. And number 2 is to share the journey with you guys. Maybe the experience will be entertaining. Maybe there's some part of it that you identify with in your own struggles trying to get something started. Maybe let me know what your biggest struggles have been in the comments below. Now, what this won't be, it won't be an in-depth photography how-to. There are loads of other people on YouTube that are already putting out great content on this. So when I use that content and mention it in my video, I'll also include the link below so you can go visit their sites. This is also not going to be some get rich quick or get successful quick seminar or motivational speech. I'm just a regular guy trying to live while I'm alive. This is going to be work, but I hope to show that it's worth it. Still with me? Finally, on to photography, and the big question of today is, how do we get paid? There is another YouTuber out there whose name is Peter McKinnon. He made a video with the title, How to Make $3,000 in Photography in 1 month. So I don't know if necessarily that's going to happen, but I figured that was a good starting point, and there are a couple of recommendations he makes in that video for just how to get started making money with photography, and these are things that can be done in a month. So I'll put the link for that video below, but a couple points from that we're going to focus on. Number 1 is doing some portrait sessions, which hopefully we can do in some efficient ways. And number 2 is trying to get involved in businesses in the local area to hopefully start producing some content for them, whether that's photo or video. And I hope that by doing those 2 things that will enable me to get my name out there a little bit and start pulling in some business. So I'm gonna attack point number 1 first, since I think that's the easiest to get started on. So I'm going to post a Craigslist ad and maybe a Facebook ad offering relatively cheap photography services to do some portraits around town. And so in order to get that set up, I wrote a quick little blurb, took some pictures of my girlfriend to use as sort of a beginning portfolio, and I'll post that and let you guys know how it goes. Hopefully I get some takers, get a couple more photos that I can add to my portfolio, also generate some enthusiasm about my work, and let that get my name spread via word of mouth and hopefully propagate things from there. Now on to the most important part of this video, what happened with the drone. When I'm near you, my girlfriend and I were actually out doing a hike at Kind of Point, which is the northwesternmost part of Oahu, where the North Shore and the west side connect. Hopefully you guys got that. It was backwards, so it's probably more like that to you. This is Kind of Point. And needless to say, it was stunning, so I put the drone up in the air and was getting some really cool footage of the waves breaking on the rocks down the coastline in the early morning light. Long story short, I flew a little too low, trying to get some sweet shots of the reflections on top of the rocks. Got surprised by a wave. The drone was flying and the wave came up seemingly out of nowhere. I saw the point of impact because the drone bobbled around a little bit, but it actually didn't get knocked out then. It kept flying, so I figured, okay, I guess it wasn't that bad. Had a little more battery left, got a couple more shots, and then a couple minutes later, the downward vision sensor started complaining and the screen just went black. So I was pretty worried that I had pushed it too far at that point. I thought I was gonna lose everything, including the clips that I had already shot. When I got the drone back, it was completely wet after having just been through a wave. The screen was black, and somehow I figured out how to get back to me. I thought everything was gonna be fine after that, just let it dry off a little bit. It was not fine. So it is off getting replaced right now. Pretty happy that my girlfriend got me the extended warranty. Thanks. All right, so we're gonna roll the rest of that footage. I've also been messing around with splicing in some footage from the DSLR, and so hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let me know if there are any comments in the comment section below.
Last night we had something, tonight I'll be guessing, but I don't really have a case. You don't have to mention, you just like their attention. It's written all over your face. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, reading old messages on my phone every time I see you. Tell me, is this part of an act, just to keep your image intact? If you think that strategy smart, I'm not gonna defend my beating heart. Defend my beating heart. You knocked on my window and slept on my pillow, then said you had found your place. Not sure if I want this. You don't think that I notice. This isn't like giving you space. I don't wanna play the quiet type when I'm near you, pretending that I don't know who you are every time I see you.
So guys, thanks for watching as I attempt to get all of my what ifs out of the way. There are a lot of YouTube videos out there about how to get started or why you're not starting in the first place, but not so many actually showing it. So that's what I wanted to do from the ground up. Like I said, more than anything, this is about just getting started. So while season 1 is all about photography and getting a business started, season 2 may be completely different. But if you enjoyed this video and want to see how it all ends up, consider hitting that subscribe button, ring the bell, and consider activating that like button, and we'll see you in the next one.